Imagine losing a little of your eyesight every year, so slowly, so quietly, that you never once notice it happening, until one day, a large part of your vision is simply gone, and gone for good. That's not a horror story. That's exactly how the most common form of glaucoma works. It's earned a chilling nickname among doctors, the silent thief of sight. And today, I'm going to show you how to stop the thief before it ever robs you. Here's what makes glaucoma so dangerous and so important to understand. In its most common form, it causes no pain, no redness, and no obvious warning. It steals your vision from the outside edges first, where you're least likely to notice, and your brain quietly fills in the gaps. By the time most people sense something is wrong, real, permanent damage has often already been done. But, and this is the whole reason for this video, glaucoma is also very manageable when it's caught early. We went through the research and the guidance from eye specialists, and today I'm going to explain what glaucoma actually is, the subtle clues that can hint at it, who's most at risk, and the one simple thing that protects your sight better than anything else. Stay with me to the end, because I'll tell you about the single eye exam that can catch this thief in the act long before you'd ever feel a thing. It might be the most important appointment you make this year. Let me start with what glaucoma actually is, in plain language. Picture the optic nerve at the back of your eye as a thick cable made of more than 1,000,000 tiny wires, carrying every image you see from your eye to your brain. Now, your eye is filled with fluid, and that fluid is meant to drain away at a steady rate to keep the pressure inside balanced. In glaucoma, that drainage system doesn't work well enough, so pressure builds up inside the eye, and that pressure slowly damages the delicate optic nerve cable, wire by wire. In plain terms, the pressure quietly frays the cable that carries your sight. Once those wires are damaged, they don't grow back, which is why lost vision from glaucoma can't be restored. That single fact is why everything here comes down to catching it early. Quick pause. If you're learning something already, do me a favor and tap that like button. It genuinely helps this video reach more adults over 60 who need to hear it. And if you know someone with a family history of glaucoma, keep them in mind as we go, because you'll want to share this. All right, let's continue. So why is it so silent? Here's the cruel genius of this condition. The most common form, called open-angle glaucoma, damages your peripheral vision first, the vision at the outer edges, off to the sides. And we humans are simply not very attuned to our side vision. On top of that, your brain is remarkably good at filling in missing patches, smoothing over the gaps so you don't notice them. In plain terms, the thief takes from the corners of your sight, where you're least likely to look, and your own brain helps cover the crime. This is exactly why so many people have no idea anything is wrong until the damage reaches their central vision, and by then, a great deal has already been lost. Now, even though it's mostly silent, there can be a few subtle clues, so let me give you some to watch for. Some people in the earlier stages begin to notice they're bumping into door frames or furniture more often, or knocking things over on one side, because their side vision is quietly narrowing. Others feel less sure of themselves on stairs or in unfamiliar places. And some begin to see rainbow-colored halos or rings around bright lights, particularly at night. In plain terms, the early hints show up as clumsiness at the edges and halos in the dark, not as obvious blurry vision. If any of those sound familiar, please don't wait. Get your eyes checked. I also want to mention a rarer but urgent form, because it could save someone's sight. There's a sudden type of glaucoma where the eye pressure spikes fast, causing severe eye pain. A red eye, headache, nausea, blurred vision, and halos, all coming on quickly. That is a medical emergency, and it needs same-day care to save the vision in that eye. It's far less common than the silent kind, but you deserve to know it exists, because with that one, every hour counts. Let me also tell you who's most at risk, because this helps you know how vigilant to be. Your risk of glaucoma rises with age, especially after 60. It runs in families, so a parent or sibling with glaucoma raises your odds. It's more common in people of African, Caribbean, Hispanic, or Asian heritage, and conditions like diabetes and high blood pressure can play a role too. In plain terms, age, family history, and certain backgrounds and conditions all raise the stakes. If several of those apply to you, this video isn't just interesting, it's a call to action. So let's bring it together. Glaucoma is a slow, silent fraying of the optic nerve, usually from pressure building inside the eye. It steals side vision first, hides behind your brain's gap filling, and gives few clues until damage is done. The early hints, when they come, are bumping into things, uncertainty on the edges, and halos around lights. And your risk climbs with age, family history, and certain health conditions. Now, here's the one thing that defeats the silent thief. The answer I promised. It's a routine, comprehensive eye exam. During that exam, an eye doctor can measure the pressure in your eye, look directly at your optic nerve, and even test your peripheral vision, catching glaucoma long before you'd ever notice a symptom. And here's the encouraging truth. When it's caught early, glaucoma can usually be managed and its progress slowed, often with simple treatments your eye doctor will discuss, protecting the vision you have. The thief only wins when no one is watching. That exam is how you watch. So my one strong recommendation from this entire video is simple. If you're over 60 or you have a family history, make sure you're getting regular, comprehensive eye exams, even when your vision feels perfectly fine, especially when it feels fine. Because feeling fine is exactly how this thief operates. Now I want to hear from you. Drop a comment and tell me, has anyone in your family had glaucoma? And when did you last have a full eye exam? Be honest, because your answer might be the push someone else reading needs to protect their sight. We read every single comment here at Build After 50, and the questions you ask often become our next videos. And before you go, if this was eye-opening, the next video you should watch is right here. It explains 6 things your eyes can reveal about your whole body health, and it pairs perfectly with what we covered today. If you're new here, Build After 50 publishes research-based health videos every week, made specifically for adults over 50 who want to stay sharp, capable, and independent. Hit subscribe and turn on the bell so you never miss one. One important note before we close. Everything we share here at Build After 50 is for educational purposes only. It's grounded in research, but it is not a substitute for personalized medical advice. It's grounded in research, but it is not a substitute for personalized medical advice. Only an eye care professional who examines you can diagnose or rule out glaucoma and guide your care. So please, book that exam and bring any concerns to them. They know your eyes better than any video ever could. Here's the thought I'll leave you with. Your sight is one of your most precious possessions, and the silent thief only succeeds when no one is looking. So look, get checked, stay ahead of it, and protect the gift of seeing the faces and the world you love. Knowledge is your first line of defense, and you just strengthened yours. This is Build After 50. Keep building.